Welcome back to the Cerebral-Overload YouTube page. Today we're going to do an unboxing of their new subwoofer. It's a shallow mount. It is the Stealth 13. This is a 13-inch subwoofer that fits in shallow depths. So if you have a newer vehicle and you want to try to hide your speaker, your subwoofer, in this case, you'll be able to fit this underneath your seat, because it is a very shallow mounting depth of 2 inches. According to the box, once we open it, we're gonna measure it, see how deep it really is. And this is as opposed to where you're gonna have 6, 8, maybe even 10-inch depth, depending on what type of subwoofer you have. According to the package here, as you can see, it's got an aluminum cone, 4-ohm voice coil. Got a 5-inch aluminum voice coil. It's the 4-ohm. And it has a vented back plate. So let's go ahead and open this and see what comes inside the package. First, we have the instructions. Tells you everything about the subwoofer. The diameters of everything, the motor heights, the motor diameters. It's good for 200 watts. And it does tell you here, the Stealth is not recommended for use in ported enclosures. So you're going to want to have a non-ported enclosure, whether you purchase one or build your own, is what we're going to be doing to test this out. You don't want it ported. Here's your registration card. Fill it out, send it back to them. It has a 2-year warranty from the original date of purchase against defects in materials and workmanship under normal use and conditions. Now you might ask why we picked this speaker to test, because this is the one we picked. It's so where I'm mounting this, it's going to be in the back of the SUV. I still want to be able to keep as much space back there for luggage and stuff, for trips to the cabin and whatnot. So I wanted to pick something that had a shallow depth, and we're not going for shake the sides of the car base. Why we chose one that's up to 200 watts. Sorry, 400 watts max, RMS at 200 watts. So we chose this one so we can have good, we're looking for good sound without breaking windows, basically is what we're going for, which is you're going to see in our next review too of a component system from Soundstream that we chose to test out, that we're once again using for sound quality and not deafening sound. So let's see what's next. All right, you have the trim ring, plastic trim ring around it once you have it mounted. And you will notice it is, usually when you think of subwoofers, you're thinking 10, 12, or 15 inch or larger usually is the standard sizes. But I believe part of the reason this is a different size is due to the shallow depth. This way you can still get the sound, the lower sound and the quality sound you want in the 2-inch depth. Alright, we're going to slide this out here. As you can see, the package itself, including all the styrofoam, is very shallow. It's very shallow, even compared to a normal subwoofer out of the box. You can see how thin this is. You'll have to pardon the background noise. Office cat wants to get into all the boxes. Alright, so here is the Stealth 13. As you can see, it does say Stealth 13 on it. Very shallow well, we're going to get the measuring tape out here in a second just to show you how deep it is, or how shallow it is in this case. You'll notice too, usually when you get a subwoofer, everything's going to be recessed down in, aside from the surround. This actually sticks out. This also helps give it the sound with the depth. You can see on the back, it's got the Soundstream, tells you it's 400 watt max, Stealth 13, 2-inch shallow mounted 13-inch subwoofer. And for mounting, you'll see some that have push button mounts to mount your wiring in, or to attach your wiring to. Some have push buttons, some have slides. You put a connector onto it and slide it on. This has screw ports. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. You can see right there. You slide your speaker wire in, and here are the 2 screws to tighten. To secure your wiring. As you can see, yes, it is. This serial number, it is made in China. This is actually quite a heavy speaker. Let's see if it says in the instruction here how heavy it is. Let's tell you that it takes 12 gauge speaker wire. So when you're purchasing all your equipment to install this, you're going to want to make sure you have your 12 gauge direct wire terminal. So 12 gauge wires. Wait, it's 9.5 pounds. So it's actually kind of a light speaker. Now we'll slide this back here, break out good old measuring tape. And let's do this. So as you can see from the back to the front of the surround, you have a total depth of about 3¼ inches. That's not the mounting depth, that's just the depth from the very back to the edge of the surround here, which is the same height as the aluminum. So what you're going to want to measure for your mounting depth is from right here. So you can see it has, I'm not sure if you can see it or not. If you can't, sorry. Well, you can over here. On the back of the metal, you can see there's foam here. This helps to seal the speaker box, the speaker to the box, so you don't have any leaking air and have bad sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this back down. We're going to measure from the table, which is going to sit flat against the back, to right here at the edge of the metal, just to see how deep it actually is. And it's actually 2 inches from the table to the foam. The foam's about 1/8 of an inch, so it's actually, without the foam, it's just under 2-inch mounting depth. So when they said 2 inches, they were correct. Now on the box, it shows you, to show you how shallow this is, it shows you a $100 bill next to it. Sorry, we're poor, we don't have a $100 bill. Even, this was a spur of the minute thing thinking here, I don't have any money on me, so I can't show you that. But we can show you on the box. Look right there. It shows the $100 bill right next to it to show you how shallow it is. So now, if you did notice on the sides here, on the inside, it does give you some specifications. On the side, it just shows you that it's 2 inches deep from the foam to the back, and 2.75 inches from the surround in the cone to the bottom. This side shows you it's 13.25 inches from edge to edge and 11.5 inches from the inside to the inside. So let's show you on here, if you couldn't see it real quick before we finish our review. It does 13 inches, or 13 1/4 inches from this edge to the other edge, this way, from this edge to this edge. And it is 11 1/2 from the inside of the mounting rim to the other side. So that's what comes in the Stealth 13 package from Soundstream. Our next video review you're gonna see is this mounted in a test vehicle in its custom built subwoofer enclosure, and we'll let you know then how it works out. Thanks for watching the Cerebral-Overload YouTube page.